It snuck up on me again. So basically what happened there was that I forgot to turn my audio on, and then it was 3 seconds before I was supposed to start it. So that's how that goes. Anyway, hey, thanks for being here. Normally, we are, well, I wouldn't say normally at this point. Generally speaking, Wednesdays floats between either a live review, which clearly this is not, and a live play. And usually it's a live play that's a solo mode because more often than not, I'm here by my lonesome on Wednesdays. So Jessie is off getting herself a new pair of glasses, and then she has a chiropractor appointment this afternoon. So she won't be able to be with me today to do a live play. So I'm going to be doing this solo play of Parks. Now, this is the 2019 version of Parks. And I also have the expansion in here that I'm not using for this playthrough because I haven't ever used the expansion, Night something or other. It's right over there. I can't remember what it's called. All of the cards are in here though. So I guess I could just open the box and tell you what that is. Nightfall, there you go. Nightfall is the other thing here, but I don't have that in the game that I'm playing. I took all of those cards out, and it's interesting to note, some of you guys were talking about how you can't fit the expansions into the base box without some weird modifications. I was able to get mine in with like a millimeter of lid lift on the box. So I'm counting that as I can fit it in the box. If I can get the box closed and there is a minimal amount of lid lift, I'm going to count that as a win. So I was able to do that on mine, and there weren't any modifications or anything like that. These little guys right here come in the expansion, the little tents, and those fit in there. And I've got, it comes with a couple of more wildlife tokens, and those just go right in there. And basically I moved some of the, what was it? I want to say, I can't remember, but I moved one of the things that go in here in the base set. I moved some of the things going there, and then these guys just go right in there. And then the other cards and all of that other kind of stuff, they fit. It's not perfect. There's a little bit of lid lift, but it fits. So I'm not too entirely worried about it. So take that for what it's worth. Doug says, hello, Luke, ditto on both accounts. Really dislike the second edition, maybe just too familiar with the old. Somebody call Sam's doctor. He's got the days of the week. I don't, Eric. I don't have the days of the week mixed up. It's just that, you know, sometimes I'm ready to do a review, sometimes I'm not. And because the Dice Tower, you know, because I work for the Dice Tower, if I'm ready to do a review, they usually get first pick on that review. So I'll record that review, and if I don't have anything else that I'm ready to review, well, Wednesdays here on the Flipside will be another live play. That's just the way it goes. But think of it this way. You get to see another game being played out, and this will help you. It is kind of a review in some sorts. It's just not my opinion review. You can see how the game plays with solo mode, and you can make your own little review of it in your mind. See? Ting. Let's see here. Luke Cyrus says, I'm often greeted that way. Hola. Already a second edition, but can't see myself getting it as I like the first art version better and don't want to spend the money anyway. Well, there you have it, Matthew. I felt very much the same way. I did not like the direction that the art and graphic design took with the second edition, although it's not too far off. It just, I like the very woodsy look of this version, and the other one had kind of a whitewashed look to it, and just too clean, I guess you could say. it's just the way it looked. So to me, and so I didn't really like it that much. It's not to necessarily say that it was bad. I just prefer this. And so I waited until I got the second edition, and I don't know what changed. That's another question that was asked. What's the difference between the second edition and this edition? I don't know, because I've never played the second edition. I just don't like how it looks. So take that for what it's worth. Howdy folks, love the expansion Nightfall, not so crazy about the second expansion. Okay, I didn't even know there was a second expansion, so take that for what it's worth. There are two, really like this game, Nightfall and Wildlife. Oh sure, treat us as second fiddle. Well, no, not in my mind, but the amount, I mean, honestly, what I do here on the flip side, I enjoy much more. But as far as on a day-to-day experience, but the Dice Tower pays the bills, if I can put it that way. So yes, to an extent, but not to my heart's extent. I'll put it that way. I totally enjoy helping out the Dice Tower and doing things over there. And really, the Dice Tower helps me out. I don't really help them out. And so, yes, if I'm ready to do a review, they get first crack at it, so to speak. But that's just in my mind. That is not that is, you know, nothing from their end of things, nothing from Tom's end of things. That's just how I get things done in my mind. So if I'm only ready to do one review in a week, that's going to be the Dice Tower. And if I'm ready to do two reviews, I'm going to pick and choose. I'm going to see, you know, if both of these could be done in either place, which one do I want to record and which one do I want to do live? So there's no, but if there's only one review that I'm ready to do, I internally put it through that hierarchy. That's it. I've never tried the solo. Well, I'm about to for you. The second edition has the trail pre-printed on the board, and only tokens showing the actions for each space get changed. Okay, I can see that, because, you know, picking up each of these things, you know, let me go ahead and go down to the board so that you guys can see what we're talking about. If I'm not mistaken, what he's saying is that the trail here is pre-printed on the board, and instead of having each of these spaces be picked up and reshuffled, you only do these tokens. I can see that. That seems like it might be a streamline, but at the same time, I still like this version better, if that makes sense. Too late. Quit trying to get yourself out of it. I'm not getting myself out of anything. I'm just explaining, because it seems like you need further explanation from time to time, Mr. Bushman. I will be here for a short time, but it is good to be here. Thank you for being here, Victoria. I appreciate you. Good old coffee. Good old coffee. Yes. Well done. All right, so I've got this set up to do a solo mode playthrough. So in the solo mode, in the original, this is the 2019 version. This is not the new second edition. You have a deck of cards that's going to be the Ranger tracker, and the Rangers out here, which are going to be denoted by Jesse's normal color of blue. I am going to be doing, my Rangers are going to be green, denoted by the color of my campfire here. And I do have this board set up to where you guys can see how it looks. This is for the solo mode setup. I know that there are supposed to be, in a multiplayer game, there are supposed to be some of these gear cards out here. In the solo mode, you wait to flip over these things. The cost of the gear denotes how far the Rangers are going to move. So if it is a 1 cost, then it's going to go here. If it's a 2 cost, it goes here, and a 3 cost will go here. And then the guys will move 1, 2, or 3, depending upon that. Whenever these guys reach one of these weather tokens, we're going to take it and place it over here on the Ranger tracker. Then, once one of those fills up, so to speak, it's going to trigger an event that is on the top or bottom, depending upon how much sun or water, sunlight or water they take. If the 3 sunlight fills up, then this is going to happen. If the 3 water fill up first, then that's going to happen. And then once that happens, whichever one got triggered is going to be done away with, and we flip over a new card, which means that the other one could trigger more quickly than the other. But generally speaking, that's about the extent of the differences here. The end of the trail here is different. I will still have the same abilities whenever my hikers get to the end of the trail, but the rangers are going to have these special things that are there. So depending upon the gear card that moves the ranger over here, that will determine which one of these actions they take. So if a 1 sunlight gear card triggers their movement over here, then they're going to take this one. If a 2 sunlight does it, then they're going to take this one. If it's a 3 sunlight, then they're going to take this action. So that's how that goes. What will happen here is that on the top slot, you'll discard the leftmost park. So slot 1. So again, facing you guys, the leftmost will get discarded, and you'll return this to the supply. No, I'm sorry, that doesn't happen. The ranger moves right to the slot and gains the first player token slot, if you have not already claimed the slot for the season. If you have, so he'll move here and claim it. If not, if you haven't already claimed it. If you have, then the ranger moves to the reserve a park area, which is over here, and making the action unavailable until the next season. So if he gets here first, he will either move here and take this, or he will move here and make it unavailable for you to take. That's the top slot. The middle slot is we will discard the middle park and return the camera to the supply, which means that I won't have it. I'll have to spend 2 tokens in order to take a picture the next time instead of just 1. But I start with it, so the first time I take a picture, I can just play 1, as long as I take a picture before they get over there and take it. The bottom slot is discard the right slot, which is this one right here, and shuffle all 3 cost gear on the board back into the gear deck. So if there are any 3 gears up here when we have done here, we'll shuffle them back into the gear deck, and that will be the case. Let's see here. Everything else, you're given 2 canteens to begin with. Well, actually 1 canteen to begin with. You can choose which calendar card you take. You're given 2. And you get to choose between them. The weather is the same. Oops. Set up the same, and then you also have season of growth up here. All that remains the same. I think everything else is pretty much ready to go. Let's see here. You got this, Sam. Yeah, well, still expecting my surprise party tomorrow. Yeah, well, we'll see. I prefer this edition as well. Very good. I am older tomorrow. Interesting. I love the first edition, but I have played the new one on BGA. I don't hate it, but I like the old one. There you go. Let's see here. Artwork is better. Very good. I agree. Happy birthday, Bushman, as well. Very good. Happy birthday, Eric. We'll say that again to you tomorrow. How many national parks has everyone been to? My wife and I have visited 38 through 40 in June. 38 through 40 in June. We played this at the foot of Mount Rainier on that trip. Look at Doug flexing. Whatever. Good evening, everyone. Dustin Webb says, good evening, Dustin. Good to see you. I don't think I've ever played this. Matthew Vince, Tom says. Well, welcome, Tom. Good to have you here. Matthew Vincent says, veterans can get into national parks for free if they get an ID card for it. That's cool. If I have, it was a while ago and I don't remember it. Well, it doesn't have to be too long ago for you to have forgotten, probably, Tom. I'm barred from national parks for stealing picnic baskets. All right, Yogi. Yes, Matthew, I have it. There is a $10 processing fee. Yeah, that is true. But again, that's still free. Vanessa is back. Just finished up dinner, sushi and Chinese takeout this evening. That's very good. Tom will have to play if we see you in January. Real humble brag there, Doug. Yeah, right? Humble brag, right? Exactly. Luke Shire is looking at BGG. I'm imagining it's the mechanics between first and second appear the same. Just the setup system seems streamlined. Well, if that is the case, I'm absolutely happy with just getting the first. Vanessa says, I've been to 3. Just picked up Acadia last month. Wow. Luke has visited 10 national parks. I have no idea how many national parks. Last few taste testing videos looked like Cocoon movie reunion. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's why we called it the old fart taste test. Old fart version. All right, here we go. So I'm starting with the first player, and basically what you can do on your turn is you can take one of your hikers and you can move them as far down this path as you want to. You could literally take and go boom all the way to the end. But, well, let me double check that. I think you can do that. I don't think you have to stop anywhere. It would be kind of stupid to do that, but one of their hikers moves the hiker to a site of their choice down the trail anywhere to the right of that hiker's current location. Yeah. After the hiker lands on the new site, the player performs the site's action, and so forth and so on. So that is exactly what happens. So let's see. I think I'm just going to go here. Now, when you go to a site, you're going to take what that location has, and you're also going to take any weather tokens that are up there. So I'm just going to take a couple of blues. You do have a limit of 12 tokens that you can have in front of you, and that is including the wilds, which are the wildlife tokens that are over here. So now my turn has done. So turns alternate between me and the rangers. On your turn, choose either one of your hikers and move them down the trail to visit a site and take its action, following the same movement rules as multiplayers. For the ranger's turn, flip over the top gear card. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to flip it over. It is a 2. It's going to go right there. And it's basically going to move one of these dudes, 2. So now this is going to come over here and be placed like so. Now, this doesn't happen any time, but when this fills up, this will happen. So that's what happens there. If a hiker is ahead of both rangers on the trail, move the front ranger. Let's see, if a ranger is ahead or tied with your front ranger, move the back ranger, the one furthest from the trail in. Rangers can land on a site that is already occupied by a ranger, but if their movement caused them to land on a hiker, they skipped to the next site. So because it was moving them here, everything was good. And so now it comes to my turn. So I can take this dude and move him forward, or I can take this dude and move him forward. It doesn't really matter either way, but one thing I have to check on is moving onto a spot where there is already, if the hiker is first to land on the site, the weather pattern, you take the weather pattern token. If another hiker even is occupying, okay, so to remember, it's a campfire. All right, so I have a campfire here. This allows me to land on a site that already has another hiker. Now, the rangers are never going to land on these because they want us to not be impeded, our experience to not be impeded, and all that other kind of stuff. So what I could do right now is I could flip this over and land here or here. this will be flipped over, back over once one of my dudes reaches this. So it's possible that you could use this twice in a turn. But let's see here. What do I want? I really do need to get that thing. So, oh, all right. So I am going to flip this over, and I'm going to move this guy up here. That's going to give me a tree. Okay, I also have a canteen here. I can activate the canteen with 1 water, but I'm not going to use that right now. But I can activate it with 1 water, which allows me to turn in one of my goods for a wild, or I can reserve a park and put it in front of me. So I don't know that I want to do that right now. Sure I do. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and activate that, and I'm going to reserve this one right here for me because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it, and I don't want it to be discarded because I'm trying to get parks with mountains. So there you have that. I think when you reserve, though, another one comes out. Is that correct? Pretty sure. Again, reserving a park, draw the top part of the park stack. Yep. Again, this is the first time I played it by myself. So the Mesa Verde National Park. Wow. I just love the artwork in this game. It's awesome. All right, so that's that. And we're going to now flip over another gear card. And this is a 3. So going back, if a hiker is ahead of both rangers, if a ranger is ahead, or tied with your front hiker, move the back ranger. All right, so now this guy is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3, and he takes this right here and puts it right there. All right, and so now I can take another turn. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to take this guy and go up here. That's going to give me 2 of these and this one. How do I take a picture? How do I take a picture? I know I have to discard a... I have to wait until I'm here, though, to do it. I have to land there to actually get that. So, stinky. But taking a picture allows me to, after taking there, yep, okay, got it. I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to worry about it for right now. You need to take a trip out west, Vanessa. You can see several in one trip that way. Does that mean, wait a minute, does that mean that Sam was Wilford Brimley? Diabetes. I don't know. Probably not. All righty. So I went up there and got this, and so now it's going to be their turn, and that's going to move them 1. And so if hiker is ahead of both rangers on the trail, move the front ranger, the one furthest down the trail. Okay, so this one's going to move here. He's not going to stay here. He's going to move here, and then that means that this comes over here. And now, because that filled up these, the rangers immediately move again. So these are going to come away. And then rangers immediately move again. And if a ranger is ahead or tied, move the back ranger. So we're going to do this, and it is a 3. So this one is going to go 1, 2, 3, just like that. All right, so at this point, we are going to move this guy and go back here and get one of these. And then they get to go again. and it's another 3. So neither of them are behind us. So we're just going to take one of these over here, and it's going to go down here. Oh, snap. Are you serious? Discard this. Oh. Nut bag. So this one's done away with. Son of a motherless goat. Well, that's kind of, that helps a little bit. Then we take all of the 3s here and we shuffle them back into the deck. Plunk, plunk, and plunk. And give it a quick shuffle, and we are good to go. All right, now, on my turn, something that I have not been doing is that I can purchase gear, but that is at the trail end. So that will just have to happen later on. Okay, so that was their move, and now I get to go again. Let's see, I've got 1, 2. I really do need to land there, don't I? I can't get bears that way. So I'm going to take this dude and go here, and that's going to take me this, but I also get to switch 1 for 1 for 2 different things. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to switch one of these for a mountain. And so that's one that I can use already. And then I'll switch another one of these for, these for another mountain so that I can hopefully pay for this soon. Then we flip over another one. Dang it, are you kidding me? So he's going to move over here, and let's see. The 3 dark green slots, blah, blah, blah. Your hikers have the same 3 options as the trail end. The cost of the gear that landed determines which slot it takes. So, dang it, are you serious? So, but what happens if it already, if a park card is discarded by ranger trail end, do not refill the empty slot until the end. Well, that sucks. Parks visited by hikers are replaced from the deck until the end of the season. If a second ranger reaches the trail end and would occupy the same space as ranger, nothing happens. Okay, so nothing happens there. He just reaches the end. All right, so that sucks. Which means that I would not have done that because I need this. So, okay. My next turn then, last hikers or rangers on the trail. If both your hikers reach the trail end before the rangers, all remaining rangers are pulled to the trail end, do not take out. If both rangers reach the trail end before your hikers have completed their hike, all remaining hikers on the trail move to the trail end. Whether you have 1 or 2 hikers remaining on the trail, you may only choose one final action at the trail end before completing the season. Well, nuts. All right, so both of these guys are going to come here, and we're just going to choose to take, we'll take this guy here. We'll spend the 2, 1, and green. So 2 sunlight, mountain, and forest to take this as part of my thingy. This one has not been done yet. And season end. When the season ends, refresh any empty open card slots that were affected by the Rangers, in addition to the regular end. So that goes there, and then this goes here. And then these guys are going to come back here. We're going to take all of these back up and add in an additional one here. This is spend one and get a free. So now we will go ahead and just shuffle these up and set them back out there. This is a little bit more, this part right here is a little bit more wonky, I would imagine, but I think this is a small price to pay for having a little bit more better artwork. So we've got that one. Ooh, this one, this one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So that is the new trail. And does first player move, or did they have to? They should have had to take it, I believe. So I don't think that first player moves. End of the season. Return all hikers to the player with a thing. May turn in one token and take a thing. I guess I could have done that, right? So I'll turn in a token and take a picture. Boom. And empty all of these, return them to the supply. Return all hikers to the trailhead. Put the previous season card on the bottom of the deck and reveal a new season card. Yep, done. So this, oops, goes underneath and a new one is revealed. So, starting with the second card, it's going to be Sun, Water, Boof, Boof, and Boof. All right, there we go. And I believe I still have the first. All right. Wow, this is going to be 3 Sun. That would be useful, I think. So we're going to go ahead and go up here. And we'll take this, this, and this. So 3 Sun. Awesome. Then we're going to flip this over, and that's going to go there. So one of these dudes moves 2, but doesn't want to impede me, so comes here, and that goes over here. Oh, we forgot to draw a new card. So a new card. This one says move the back ranger to the front ranger. So if all 3 sunlights get out there, that's what we're going to have to do. This one says discard all of my trees. Well, I don't have any of those right now, so that's probably pretty good. I think we will go with okay, so what happens if I move, if a hiker is ahead of both rangers on the trail, move the front ranger. Okay, so if a ranger is ahead or tied with your front, move. If a hiker is ahead of both rangers, okay, move the front guy first. All right. Oh, this turned over again at the end. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this dude here. I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to turn one in for a wild. And that looks like a whale. And so now we go back to the Rangers, and the Rangers are going to move 2. And since I'm up here, this guy moves, he goes 1, 2, just like this, and takes that. And then, let's see, I've got 1, 2, I need a tree. This guy's going to come up here and get a tree. That's going to be his action. And then since a ranger is ahead or tied with then this guy's going to move. He's going to move 2. So 1, 2, but there isn't a weather token there, so nothing happens as far as this is concerned. And I think I'm going to go ahead and move this dude all the way to the end and claim a park. And so we'll use these 3 to claim this one, like so. That goes there, and this comes over here. When you claim one, visit a park, choose one of the 3, take the park and card and place it vertically in your store area. Points denoted on the card will be scored at the end of the game. Parks can be stacked showing their tokens. Whenever a park is visited on the board, reveal a new park. Okay, there we go. So that comes here like that. I guess I can put this one like so to denote that these are the ones that I have visited. All right, let's see. What have we got? Love to go in the fall. It's a little cooler. Absolutely. Chill Clinton is talking to Scott. Just joining the stream and never played this solo. Is SoloPlay a beat your own score game? Yes, pretty much. You have at the last page of the book here shows solo mode scoring. So if you get less than 20 points, it's this, 20 to 24 this, 25 to 29, 30 or more, it's that. So that's what you're going for as far as that's concerned. Playmat is really nice. Okay. What was that talking about? Okay. I'm assuming 2nd edition, but I don't know. I like the art and components way more in this version, but I think the canteens in the new version work slightly better. Okay. We've managed to get a few road trips in, blah, blah, blah. Chokin, I believe there are scoring tiers. Yes, there are. Humming the Guards marching song from The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, kind of. I love the Wicked Witch's crystal ball. You guys are weird. All right. Let's see. Now I don't even remember whose turn it was. Oh, no, I just did that. So now I think we are moving the Rangers again. That's what we're doing. And so it's a 1. They're going to go 1 spot, but if a hiker is ahead of both Rangers on the trail, move the front Ranger. So this guy's going to go here and take this. And that's going to go up there just like that. And that is the end of that. I think I will flip over my campground and go here. That will allow me to take 2 water. And then we move this, and it's a 1 spot. Dang it! All right, well, this is going to go here because it says if a hiker is ahead of both Rangers on the trail, move the front Ranger. Well, technically he's not on the trail, right? If a Ranger's ahead or back with you, maybe it's this one that moves. Boom, like that. Because he's at trail end. He's not on the trail. I think that's how it goes. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Because it states that if a Ranger is ahead or tied with your front hiker, is this guy my front hiker now? Because the other guy is at trail end. I can't, you know, let me know what you guys think. Because national parks, camping, nature, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's exactly correct. Which color is Sam playing with? I'm green, and the Rangers are blue. I need to know if can multiple just filling this. So somebody please help me out. Is this guy still my front hiker? Or because he's at the end of trail, does this guy become my front hiker? At trail end is not on the trail, pretty sure. Okay, we'll go with what Doug said. I'm pretty sure as well, but I just wanted to ask and make sure. Thank you very much. So we would move that guy here, not this guy here, which is cool. So I'm going to move this guy here, and that will allow me to trade in 2 of these because I can do it twice, 1 for 1. So those 2 will go here, and I'm going to get 2 of these so I can work on getting this thing later on. I can't do it right now because, I could actually. I'm going to fire that off, which means that I can fire this in for one of these, for a little toidle. Yeah. And then we're going to move these guys again. Now this is going to move that guy. He's going to move to Bing. And he will go here, which will, it will first of all remove this. And then second of all, discard the middle slot and then return this to the supply. So this will come back to the supply. And so I'll have to, I don't get that free thing at the end again, but that's all right. This is going to go down here. I think anybody can take that spot, right? Or am I not correct? Any number of hikers can occupy that spot. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3, and 2 waters to claim this one right here. This becomes mine. Okay. And now this one just comes up here and nothing happens from there. So nobody took this. Blink. These come. Oh no, I did. I just forgot to take it. Bing, that comes away. That goes back. And now these come up. That was the end of the second round. We take another one of these and add it. So I can, oh, what does that do? I don't know what that does. There's token, there's things here. Reserve or visit a park or buy a gear card. That's what that means. All right, so that comes in here and we shuffle. So far, this is not that difficult of a thing. Uh-oh. As far as solo mode is concerned, there's not a whole lot of accounting that has to be done with these guys. So mountains is first. Then the ability to take a picture. Forest. Get a wild. 2 water. Switch some stuff around. And the last one comes at the very last. So there you have that. Okay. This flips back over. This goes to the bottom of the deck. Oh man, I forgot to do that other thing, the season. Add. Oh, that on the, okay, so this changes how much these cost. So each one of these has an additional sunlight. So now this takes 2 mountain, 2 sunlight, and 3 water. This one takes 3 sunlight and 1 mountain. This one takes 5 sunlight and 3 woods. Ouch. But we have water starting with the second one. So 1, 2, bing, 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 and then sunlight goes here, here, and here. There we go. And we get to go first. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 8 parks, but we'll see. All right. Well, we definitely need mountains, so we're going to take mountains. Turn this over. Whoopsh. Goes to 2. So one of these guys is going to go out here. That's 1, 2. And that's going to go over here. That's going to fire off, discard all of my trees. I don't have any trees, but this goes away. And then another card comes out. So now the back ranger, if all of the sunlight fills up first, the back ranger moves to your closest hiker down trail. Or if the water fires off again, discard 1 of your canteen cards. Ooh, ouch. All right, well, don't really need those though, do we? But we could use, this guy is gonna go, wow, rim shot. Would you say it's a walk in the park? Yes, I would. Parks cost less. I could, no, I'm not there yet. So I think I'll take this guy and go here. Do you have to move the other dude before you move that guy? I don't think so, right? I can move either one. Selects either one of their hikers, yeah. That'll get me a tree and a thingamadoogie hopper. I'm gonna move one of these dudes. 3. So this guy, the one in front, wait. If a hiker is ahead of both rangers, move the front ranger. Yep. So he's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Ouch. And then Did I not take that? I bet you I did. I took it from over here, though. Okay. Okay, we're going to go here and reserve this park. And then that flips over. And then we're gonna go here and take this, but then we're gonna use that water, turn it in for a wild. And that is my turn. And we flip this over, and this guy is gonna move 1 to here. Like kind of shucks. Yuck, yuck, yuck. All right. So now what I think I'm going to do is I've got enough to get that guy. I might as well, right? I think I'm going to flip this over and go here and get another red. And then if a ranger is ahead or tied with your front runner, move the back ranger. So back ranger moves 2, 1, 2 to there. And now this front guy will go here and get 1, 2, 3 of those. Wow, I could get Yellowstone. But it doesn't have any mountains, which is what I want. I want mountains. But I've already got 2 points. No, I don't. What is this? You may gain 3 water instead of at the... Oh. Parks cost 1 less to visit. That costs 3. Whatever. I went there. So now the front guy is going to move. He's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Takes that and puts it over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to have this guy. We're going to have this guy come over here, and we're going to claim this one, spending 1, 2, 3, and that goes under. Then that refills. Ooh. And then I think the back guy is going to move now because he's off the trail. So he moves 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nuts. So nothing happens there really, but he does take that away, which I could have used. Let's see, I've got that. Need some water. All right, so we're going to go here, and we're going to take 2 water. And then back ranger is going to move 2, so they're going to be here. And then let's see, I've got 1, 2. I could turn that in. Go here and turn this in for that. And then one of those dudes is going to move 2. He will go here, and that removes this one. That stays removed, and then I'm going to move this down here, and I'm going to spend 2 mountains, and I'm assuming this adds to this as well, so I'm going to pay for it along with the 3 waters, and this comes over here like so. So I had to pay all of these. I'm pretty sure I did that right as far, but I'm going to err on the side of caution because this, the 3 current parks, maybe not. All right, I'll keep one back. You guys let me know. I paid the extra for this, but when I reserved it, did that take that extra away? That's what I'm thinking. So I put it back. If you guys say no, you should have paid it, I'll put it back. Let me know. All right, and then this one comes over here and nothing happens. These guys come back over here. These guys come back over here. I don't have the thing, so nothing happens. Nobody's chosen this, which I think that's kind of a no-brainer in this opinion. This comes back over here. This gets added into all the other ones, so I can spend a water to turn in a water to copy the action of another site occupied by a hiker. So all right. Let's see, what do we got? Vanessa, I won't be getting rid of my copy anytime soon. Got my copy a few months before Borderlands shut down. I have a feeling the first edition is going to be sought-after version of Parks. I got my copy a few months before Boardlandia shut down. Won't be getting rid of mine. Badlands is another park I really want to visit. You can get the middle park. Never mind, LOL. It's too beautiful to get rid of. It's how I got my in-laws into board gaming with me. Has Sam taken any pictures? Those points can add up. I have taken 1 picture at the very beginning when I still had this at the end of the first round. I did do that, but I haven't landed on that spot since then. So, and I haven't been able to take the, since I haven't landed on one of those, I haven't been able to take this back, which means that I haven't been able to take any of those free pictures anymore. So yeah, I'm probably failing. This is not a how to play. This is, or rather, how to play well. Let's put it that way. We can move a little bit more over. All right, there is our final trail right there. This gets flipped over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, I don't know how y'all do it. I see how it is. You're not answering my questions, but you just keep talking. I get it. I get it. I'm just going to keep my sunlight then. I don't care what you guys say now. Haha, take that. All right, so at this point, I'm going to get to go first again. And let's see how it goes. What do I need? I need stuff. I'm probably wanting to try to get that one, so... Oh, I need to do this again. Sorry. So this is going to go down. This will flip over. Parks cost 1 less sunlight to visit. And we have a whole bunch of... So starting with the second, then that, and then that, and then that. Ding, ding, and then that. And then this is going to start here, and then there, and then there, just like that. Alrighty, well, let's see. These cost 1 less, or parks cost 1 less to visit. All right, so that kind of answers my question from the last turn. I think I get this back because once I reserved that one, it took away the extra cost because it specifically said these 3 current ones. So this one says parks, period, cost 1 less to visit. So that means that I think I did that right. All right. So first of all, what's going to happen here is the back ranger moves to your closest hiker down trail. Discard 1 of your cards. Wow, I don't really want that to happen. That's for sure. So, okay. I think what we'll do then is, because we do need some more of those, but man alive, we're going to go here. We don't want that to happen. So we're going to take that, and we're also going to take one of these. Then the Rangers are going to move. How's Sam doing? You don't have to outrun the bear, you just need to beat Sam's score. That's amazing. 3. All right, so one of the Rangers goes 1, 2, 3, just like that. That's good, because that means this would have fired off if I didn't take that. So cool beans. All right, so what I think I want to do now is I want to use this to fire this off, and I think I'm going to reserve the Badlands here. And that flips over this. Ugh. Okay, well, that means I'm probably not going to get to 8 parks, because I'm already at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need this one to be my 6th to get the 2 points, whoopity-doo, and then go from there. But there you have it. I think my second one will be to move this here. I'll get this and 2 water. So that's good. Then I'll move this guy. And because we're equal, that back guy is going to move 2. So he's going to come out here as well. But he doesn't stay there. He goes here. And because I'm here, he goes here, which kind of sucks. Because now this comes over here and wipes. The back ranger moves to your closest hiker down trail. So the back ranger is already at my closest hiker down trail. Oh, no, he moves to my closest hiker down trail. So he isn't, he's already there. I don't think that happens. So another one flips over. These 3 go away. And keep the next card face down until it is activated. Oh my, you can't see what's going on. All right, go lay down, Strider. Come on now, be a good boy. Be a good boy. You want to come say hi? Hey, want to say hi? Say hi, come here. Look, up here. Hi. Hi, everybody. Yep, go sit down, go lay down. All right, so that fired off. Nothing really happened because I was already there. So now I get to go again. I can use a water to get another one of those. That would be cool, and I would get another one of those. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to move here. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to spend a water to get the action on an occupied tile. So I'm going to spend a water to get a mountain. So there we have that. And then it'll be their turn again, and it'll be the front guy's turn. So he moves 1. Boom, but he won't stay here. He'll go here. That flips this off, so I have to discard all of my water. Well, poop. And now this flips over, and the next one here, if sunlight fires, move the active ranger to the site before trail end, or if water fires, discard a reserved park and all of your wild animals. So that's probably not going to happen. But let's see here. Let's go with this guy is going to move here. And he's going to get 1, 2, 3 sunlight. And then, oh, that goes away. 1, 2, 3 sunlight. And now the front ranger is going to move 2, 1, 2, which means this goes over here. And this did not flip over at the beginning of my last turn. So there you have that. What I think I want to do now, though, is I want to move him 1. I'll flip my campfire over so that I can get the parks. And I'm going to do this one, which is going to cost me 1, 2, and then only 3 sunlight because of that card right there. Oh, man. All right, so now the back guy is going to go, and he's just going to go 1, so he'll go here. And we need to get some crud nuggets. Poop, 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 poop. All right, well, we're going to go here. I'll take this, and I'm going to turn it in for a wild. Let's use a different wild, though. I want to show, I'm going to use the wolf. Oh, nope, that looks like a kitty. I don't want to use the kitty. Let's use the buffalo. You guys were talking about buffalo stampedes earlier. We're going to use the buffalo. So that's what happens there. Now the front guy moves, and he goes 2, which goes right here, and we have to discard this one. And that stays open whenever it gets discarded with that. Now we got to book it. We've got, oh, gee whiz. Okay. Oh, I don't have any water because the guy made me discard all my water. Nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Well, I think what we're going to do, I already used that. Snapdragon. I need to get, I've got 1. I'm going to go here and get one of these. And that guy's going to move, and he's going to move. 1, 2, 3. Nuts! Oh, it costs one less. I've got as much as I need. And I've got one. He could move. Oh, man. What do I do? Please don't move. Please don't move. Please don't move. Please don't move. Don't move 3. Just move 1. Crap! Nut. So this one comes off. But that's that. I don't get... Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Well, neither of them. So I think that's how that works, right? If both of them get down there, where is it? Once a player's 2 hikers, but down here, what is it? If both your hikers reach trail end before all remaining rangers are pulled to trail end, if both rangers reach the trail end before your hikers have completed their hike, all remaining hikers on the trail move to the trail end. Whether you have 1 or 2 hikers remaining on the trail, you may only choose one final action at the trail end before completing a season. All right, well, let's see. Can I get this? Because I've got... Oh, no. Dang it. That one. I needed to switch it. Nutso. This one. I needed a 3rd tree, but I couldn't do it. Oh, well. I could have been a contender, but I got a stupid mountain instead. Yeah, and I couldn't move there because he was on there and I already used my campfire. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. All right, well, that's that. Nightfall should have werewolves and other monsters with 4-1, 4 and 11 hikers. All right, so points that I got. Again, please understand this is not a how to play. So I got, let's see, 8, 11, 14, 18, 20, 21, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 23 points. I got 23 points, and that is 20 to 24. You're going casual now, a real enthusiast, a few more hearty conversations with your local outdoors gear shop, and you'll be jamming. So there you go. That was my score. Right in the lower end of half the pack. So basically what that means is tried and true. That's exactly where I would be anyway. That's why equipment is so helpful. I agree. Do you get any other points? I'm pretty sure I don't. So you get your parks plus your calendar card plus pictures that I took. Oh, and this also gives me a point. So I got 25 points, I guess. No, 24. I got 24 points. Player with the most points is the winner. Win is shared. Yep, there we go. There you have it. So I got 24 points. The Great White Buffalo. This is not the Great White Buffalo. This was the Tatanka. So that's that. Do you take pictures in solo mode? Yes. Yes, you do. I took one. I took one picture, in the very first round, and I just never visited that space again. No, I didn't even ever visit that space on the trail. I just, because you start with this at the beginning of the game, and the Rangers never took it away from me because they, in that first round, they both landed on the third spot. I got to take this. And I didn't stop at that place at the beginning of the game. And then after I lost this, I didn't want to use 2 tokens to take pictures, so I never went back to that place, and I never got this back. So I never got to take the free one at the end of the round that the person with this can use to take a free picture every round. So that's how that goes. But yes, you can take pictures in solo mode. I just didn't do that. I'm happy there was a final solo playthrough that had a good theme and didn't involve heat. Huh? Oh, Nightfall is great. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, with the Nightfall expansion, you can get multiple gold cards, and that makes things a bit better. You can have parks fulfilling multiple goals, or at least doing one or the other. That's cool. So, yeah, I didn't use Nightfall. I didn't use these little tents that come with Nightfall, and I've never played Nightfall, so that's one of the reasons why I chose not to use it in this game, because I've never played with it. So I wanted to, I wanted my stumbling to be just through the basic stuff. I didn't want to have to add in anything else, which is kind of weird for me because normally I wouldn't mind doing that. But I just wanted to have a clean playthrough, and I think I did. So let's see, 6, 9, 12, 16, 20. So I had 20 points from my 6. Had 20 points from my 6 parks that I visited, and then I also had a picture that I took, and this, and then since I had 6 parks with mountains, I got 2 points from that. So I had 22, 23, 24 points. Yeah, that's that. But that's parks. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to get on out of here. Come on back tomorrow for our next, I believe it's race 1 of 1963. I think that's what it is. Race 1, 1963. Tomorrow for our solo playthrough of Heat, Pedal to the Metal. So come on back tomorrow for that. We'll have that probably a little bit earlier tomorrow afternoon, but we'll see how that goes. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care. Well, I'm playing Heat tomorrow, Vanessa. Sorry. Now I just got it.